Welcome to your Palladian e-bike experience. Especially if it's your first time, look carefully to this video. You will find it anyway, pressing the button of your right bottom end of your screen. And then instructions. Have a nice ride! The display turns on with the button on the top. You just have to wait a second for levels of assistance to the turbo. Eventually, not at the beginning. You can start with the eco and then raise up. Pressing 2 seconds the minus, you have the kilometers of the route. Pressing together plus and minus, it resets. Always the minus of the 2 seconds. You have the total kilometers of the bike. Range is the left autonomy of the bike. Pressing the plus, instead you have the life. Pressing it again, it turns off. The button below instead is the work function that gives assistance also when the bike is pushed by hand, for example on a climb or up some steps. Always the button on the top to turn off the bike. Right hand, the gear 2 fingers, the thumb downshift, the index raises the gear up, the lowest is the 1, the highest is the 9. It's better to reduce while approaching to a crossing, so you can restart easily with the first gear. You can change only while riding, and take gently the first pedal turn. Locks, the archet is the first. Always 2 hands, the left turns, the right pulls the lever down, so you can remove the key. But there's a second more important lock, with the second key, the small one. Left open, turn 180 degrees, the key up to the end, the opposite edge to the key comes off. The same in the opposite direction, always 180 degrees, and the lock comes back to the bike. But there's a third security measure. Contractually, if you come back with the battery and not with a bike, you don't have any responsibility. So you take out the bag, just pull, inside you have a repair kit. Then the first key, the one of the archet, turns. With the right hand you take the battery, you take it out, press your finger on the lever, and the battery comes out. We put it back in the bag, and once put on the shoulder, it doesn't weigh. After the stop, you reinsert the battery, looking down well first. The same key with the left hand turns, press with the right hand, so the battery can enter. Then take out the key, put it back in its place, so the bike is unlocked. The key stays there during the ride. Put also the bag back in its place, it's not the bar above but the one below, and then you fix it like this. Adjust the saddle height. The ideal height is that of the hips. We should touch the toe on the ground. If eventually you don't feel it fixed, just turn this small wheel and then it doesn't move anymore. Fix your mobile phone to its holder tight and your USB cable can be connected to the battery of the e-bike if you need to recharge it. The Navigator. Immediately the most important thing. Some tracks have intermediate stages. You will see some letters A, B, C, etc. Reaching A, you will hear that you arrived to the destination. But that destination is only one of the intermediate stops. To go on, you have to press Continue, then the icon of the track, the forked one, and recenter to proceed. And that's any time until you arrive to the end of the route. Then, at the end of any vocal, launch the following route. If you're in the right point of the departure, then you will see Start. If instead of Start you see Preview, then very probably you are just not in the right place. You can see it looking to the icon of the bike on the map. You must therefore move until you get to the start, and then relaunching the route, you will see Start. If it wouldn't happen even in this way, I mean you are sure to be in the right point, but you go on seeing Preview, then try to check the settings of your phone. So go to App, Manage Apps, choose Maps, Map Permissions, Location, and check to be in Allow all the time. In this way you will see Start. If you couldn't solve it even in this way, you can always use the B-plan button on the navigation page. Always use the recenter button anytime you can't find yourself in the map. Some final suggestions before you start. So, first, the phone has to recharge once connected. Make a trial. You should see the battery icon working. Second, manage your energies during the day. So, it's not sport, but it's an active day. It's better to put some kilometer behind your shoulders, and then after some stops, eventually take it slower. Third, along some tracks you will see some letters A, B, C. So once reached A, you have to confirm and then go beyond. Fourth, for low, the maximum speed of the e-bike is 25 kilometers per hour. So over that speed, you will feel a resistance. Save your energies. Finally, for a better, more immersive experience, if you have them, use the earphones at the stops. It's different. It's all. Have a nice ride and enjoy your Palladian bike experience.